Ladies and gentlemen, people of non-binary gender, welcome to the Second Annual GeekWave Awards. That's right, folks, this is where we go back throughout the year that was and do our little award show. We have a lot more categories than some of the other award shows. We have more than the Oscars, but we're not as prestigious. This is the low-budget show. It's the show so low it has no budget. That's the GeekWave Awards. But this year, we're doing things a little bit differently because we have... guess what? An actual award to give out. So when our winners win their awards, they can come receive this. This is the Silver Seagull. They can come get their Silver Seagull. This is not just a seagull figure that I painted silver. This is a real Silver Seagull. Looks good though, nice little award. All of our winners, I think we have 38 categories if I'm not mistaken. Some that are just dedicated to the year that was, and then some that we do every year. We also have our cue cards, so we can open up some envelopes and actually take a look at who our winners were for everything. As always, at this award show, we start with the main big three awards. In my opinion, the big three awards: Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. Those are the ones we start with. Those are the ones people want to know. We also do 10 nominations in each of those categories, and then for the rest of them, we do 6, unless it's specified, and we can't think of 6 that we want to nominate. That's how we do things here. Also, this show's a little frantic. I just set up my new office, so this is the first thing I'm recording in the new office. Hopefully it's working and it looks okay. And because of that, the slide cards I made to show you all the nominations, I had an idea in my mind for how I wanted them to look. I think they came out okay. It might be hard to read some of them because there's a lot of white text on really bright blue colors. I think it'll appear okay. If not, this is still an audio format, so you can hear me list off all of our nominees. And our winner, of course. So should we get into it? This is an award show where we just rip and rap and just banter for a while. We get right into the awards and we talk about them and we get on with our lives. So shall we do it? Shall we start with the Best Picture? Should we? Let's do it. Here are the nominees for Best Picture: Anora, Baby Girl, Challengers, Evil Does Not Exist, Flow, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga, Hundreds of Beavers, Nickel Boys, Sing Sing, The Substance. And Best Picture goes to Challengers. That's right. It's my favorite film of the year. Of course, it was going to win Best Picture. Let's move on to the next one. Here are the nominees for Best Director: Sean Baker, Anora; Mike Cheslick, Hundreds of Beavers; Carly Farge, The Substance; Luca Guadagnino, Challengers; Ryosuke Hamaguchi, Evil Does Not Exist; Greg Guider, Sing Sing; Rachel Lampert, Sometimes I Think About Dying; George Miller, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga; Helena Rain, Baby Girl; Ramel Ross, Nickel Boys. And the award for Best Director goes to Ramel Ross, Nickel Boys. This was a film I watched very recently, but it is the best directed film I have seen all year. Absolutely stunning. Ramel Ross, come get your Silver Seagull. All right, folks, let's move on to Screenplay. I fancy myself a writer, so this is always a fun category for me. Here are the nominees for Best Screenplay: Sean Baker, Anora; Jocelyn Barnes and Ramel Ross, Nickel Boys; Brady Corbet and Mona Fassvold, The Brutalist; Carly Farge, The Substance; Justin Kuritsky's Challengers; Greg Guider and Clint Bentley, Sing Sing; Rich Pepiot, Kneecap; Helena Rain, Baby Girl; Aaron Schimberg, A Different Man; Peter Strawn, Conclave. And the award for Best Screenplay goes to Sean Baker, Anora. That is just a great screenplay. Let's get into more of them. We're not doing actors right away, folks. If you remember last year, there is just a messy order to everything I do here. So we're going to go to Best Editing next. These are the nominees for Best Editing: Anora, The Brutalist, Challengers, Hundreds of Beavers, Nickel Boys, The Substance. And the Silver Seagull for Best Editing goes to Challengers. Come get your award. Let's move right along to Best Cinematography. Here are the nominees. Challengers, Evil Does Not Exist. Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga. Nickel Boys, The Substance. Trap. And the award for Best Cinematography goes to Challengers. Oh my goodness. What a shocker. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now moving on to a very important award. Here are the nominees for Best Original Score. The Brutalist, Challengers, Conclave, Flow, Maria, The Substance. And the award for Best Score goes to Challengers. Of course it did. An incredible score. Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross. Now, in a shocking turn of events, we only have one nomination for Best Original Song, so I guess we'll just say it. The winner for Best Original Song is Beautiful That Way by Miley Cyrus from The Last Showgirl. Truthfully, this is a category that's hard for me because I don't think about this stuff, but I remember this song from the movie. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another very important category to talk about, so let's get right into it. Best Costuming. A very important part of a movie, sometimes gets overlooked. Here are the nominees for Best Costumes. Challengers, Conclave, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga, Hundreds of Beavers, The Last Showgirl, The Substance. And the award for Best Costuming goes to Hundreds of Beavers. They made a lot of cool costumes for that movie. A lot of raccoons. A lot of beavers. Let's just keep the train going. You know, we're already talking about costuming. Another important part of that is hair and makeup. So how about we get to the nominees for Best Hair and Makeup? A Different Man, Honora, Challengers, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga, The Last Showgirl, The Substance. The winner is A Different Man. My, oh my, what a movie. Speaking of stuff that's really important, another thing that gets overlooked in a movie is the set production. And now, let's get into the nominees for that category. The Brutalist, Challengers, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga, Hundreds of Beavers, Nickel Boys, Trap. And the winner is Nickel Boys. Gorgeous looking movie. Those locations are insane. That set production is killer. All right, folks, we're moving towards a very important category now. This is the acting categories, starting with Best Actor. Here are the nominations. Ryland Brixton Cole Twos, Hundreds of Beavers. Adrian Brody, The Brutalist. Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing. Josh Hartnett, Trap. Ethan Hersey and Brandon Wilson in a dual role for Nickel Boys. Sebastian Stan, A Different Man. And the winner for Best Actor goes to Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing. I love that performance. One of the best performances I've seen in a very long time. The best acting performance I've seen this year. And sticking with acting, let's go to Best Actress of 2024. Here are the nominees. Pamela Anderson, The Last Showgirl. Angelina Jolie, Maria. Asta Kama August, The Hypnosis. Mikey Madison, Honora. Demi Moore, The Substance. Zendaya, Challengers. And the award goes to, in a clear upset, Angelina Jolie, Maria. I don't think anybody saw that coming. I love that role. I think it's some of the finest work we've seen Jolie do. Let's go to Best Supporting Actor. We have it right here. Who is our winner for Best Supporting Actor? Well, first we need to see the nominees. Yura Borisov, Honora. Karen Karagulian, Anora. Ryuji Kosaka, Evil Does Not Exist. Clarence Macklin, Sing Sing. Guy Pearce, The Brutalist. Adam Pearson, A Different Man. And the winner is Guy Pearce, The Brutalist, playing the embodiment of American greed and evil. What's not to love? Let's move on to Best Supporting Actress. I know we're all very excited for it. So here are the nominees. Raffi Cassidy, The Brutalist. Ariel Donahue, Trap. Charlie Fraser, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga. Isabella Rossellini, Conclave. Zoe Saldana, Amelia Perez. Usha Simkum, How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies. And the winner is, in another upset, Charlie Fraser, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga. Never has a woman been more beautiful on screen than a protective mother killing terrible men. All right, let's head to some more technical awards because I don't do things in any particular order, just in the order that they came to me on a list. Here are the nominees for Best Sound. The Brutalist, Challengers, Civil War, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga, Nickel Boys, The Substance. And the award goes to Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga. Boom, 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 baby. History Man, a word burger, please. Now we have another very important category, one that I think is mandatory for any award show worth a damn. Here are the nominees for Best International Film. Evil Does Not Exist. Flow. How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies. The Hypnosis. Kneecap. The Promised Land. And the award goes to, I just knocked over the Silver Seagull. I'm sorry to Ryosuke Hamaguchi because Evil Does Not Exist is our winner of Best International Feature Film. I might have damaged your award, good sir, but don't worry. It is here ready for you to pick up when you fly down to this location. Or, we'll mail it to you. It's fine. It's fine. Another very important category. Best Documentary. I wish I saw more of them. There's a very key one I didn't see called No Other Land. It might appear on this list again, but just so you know, that would probably be it if I saw the movie. But I didn't, so here are the nominees for Best Documentary. Carol Doda Topless at the Condor. The Homie. The Remarkable Life of Ibelin. Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat. Sugarcane. Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. And the award goes to The Homie. If you haven't seen it, it's on Mubi. Beautiful movie. It's gorgeous and so interesting. Well worth your time. The best documentary out there right now. Let's move to a very fun category, one that I think every single award show should have this category. Here are the nominees for Best Stunts/Choreography. Better Man. Civil War. Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga. Gladiator 2. Hundreds of Beavers. Rebel Ridge. And the award goes to Better Man. Robbie Williams is a monkey. You know what? I don't want to rock DJ. But you're making me feel so nice. Let's move on to our next award. Very prestigious, one that a lot of people might get mad at me for. You might have noticed a couple of key movies that were nominated for Best Picture that I don't have on this list. Well, here's the one slot I'm going to give one of those key movies. Here are the nominees for Best Visual Effects. A Quiet Place, Day One. Better Man. Dune, Part 2. Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Twisters. And now, folks, the award for Best Visual Effects goes to Better Man. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I don't want to hear it. Good movie. Now we have a very interesting category. This is the genre category. We look at a couple of genres and we give you the best film from those genres. So let's get into it. Best Action Adventure Film. Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga. Best Comedy, A Different Man. Best Comic Book Film, In a surprising turn of events, Venom: The Last Dance. Best sci-fi or fantasy, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Best horror film, The First Omen. I was not giving it to Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm sure as hell not giving it to Madam Web, and it's not going to be Joker, so I guess it's Venom. Could have been Hellboy, but no one's going to choose Hellboy. Another very important award. We're getting into some very interesting categories now. These are kind of like ones that I really just want to talk about, stuff that I like. Here are the nominees for Best Animated Film. Flow, Look Back, Memoir of a Snail, Orion and the Dark, Transformers 1, Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. The award for Best Animated Film goes to our Best Picture nominee, Flow. Can you see that? Flow. Great. I have not seen very many animated films this year. The big ones I didn't watch because I just can't do it anymore. I don't know. Sorry. Just them's the breaks, kid. Speaking of animated roles, let's go to a very important art form, which is voice acting. And we're going to get very, very niche first because it's going to be voice cast. Here are the nominees for Best Voice Cast. Frankie Frico, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Orion and the Dark, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Transformers 1, Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. And the winner for Best Voice Cast goes to Transformers 1. Two actors I didn't think would be able to pull off playing Optimus Prime, and Megatron did. That's the only win you're going to see from Transformers on this list. But now we're going to get very niche because the next category is solo voice performance. So here are the nominees for Best Specific Voice Performance from a Singular Actor. Idris Elba, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Brian Tyree Henry, Transformers 1. Matthew Kennedy, Frankie Frico. Jean Nervez, I'm not sure how you pronounce their name, I apologize. Pepe. Bill Skarsgård, Nosferatu. Robbie Williams, Better Man. And the award goes to Bill Skarsgård, Nosferatu. I mean, the man literally destroyed his vocal cords to hang a fake dong on film and seduce Lily Rose Depp. How can you not award him for literally ruining his life practically? I mean, it's kind of impressive, all right? Next category, talking about the cast of people that you put in a film. Here are the nominees for Best Ensemble. Anora, The Book of Clarence, Challengers, Conclave, Saturday Night, Sing Sing. Fun stuff. But who does the award go to? Oh, I'm reading here, it says Sing Sing. I mean, you have a bunch of great actors doing great roles. Fantastic cast. Here's ones that are very specific to me in categories that I like to talk about. These are the nominees for Best Animal on Screen of 2024. The capybara from Flow, the cat from Flow, the bird from Flow, the dog from Flow, the monkey from Flow, and Frodo the cat from A Quiet Place, Day One. Who wins? Well, the live-action cat. Frodo the cat wins. It's amazing. The heir apparent winner of this category that was Snoopy last year, or Snoop. What was the name of the dog from Anatomy of a Fall? Look, it's Frodo. So let's move on to the next category very quick without stopping. We did animals that don't talk. Well, what about the animals that do talk? Who's going to take home the award for Best Talking Animal? Let's see the nominees first. Proximus Caesar, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Noah, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Pepe. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Robbie Williams, Better Man. The winner is, look at that, Robbie Williams, Better Man. Amazing, you know. Hey ho, here she goes. Maybe a little too high and a little too low. Now, this next one is a category that I really like. It's something I'm always looking at in film, which is the film I think best represents the era and the year it came out in. So here are the nominees for the film of 2024 that best encapsulates 2024. Anora, Civil War, I Saw the TV Glow, No Other Land, Rumors, The Substance. And the winner is I Saw the TV Glow. A fantastic, phenomenal film that is so evocative of today's generation. The escapism, the way we need to feel connected to television and entertainment, and how it shapes who we are as people. I think this is the generation that's about that. And that is something we just should always talk about and have in our lives. I don't know. That's just what I feel, at least. Sticking to that, we have two very important ones. We have the more of this, please, and the less of this, please. So let's start with the more of this, please. These are movies that we want more things like. Or just me, because it's my award social. Shut up. So more of this, please. The Book of Clarence, Conclave, Challengers, I Saw the TV Glow, Kneecap, The Substance. And the winner is I Saw the TV Glow. Trans stories matter. Now how about less of this? Movies that I don't want to see anything that resembles it again. Borderlands, Boy Kills World, The Crow, Maxine, Reagan, Rebel Moon Part 2. The winner is, or loser, whatever you want to say, a repeat from last year, Rebel Moon Part 2. The worst thing ever made. Maybe not the worst thing ever made. Far from the best thing ever made. Now, because I don't do things in order, we're moving into a category that should have been before some of these because it's kind of connected to animal. These are creatures. Things that aren't really animals, but aren't really humans, that are kind of important. You understand. Here are the nominees for Best Creature. The alien hybrid thing from Alien Romulus. Frankie Frico from Frankie Frico. Mr. Melancholy from I Saw the TV Glow. Norbot from Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. The Sherlock Holmes Beaver from Hundreds of Beavers. And the Weird Whale from Flow. A lot of weird choices this year. But the winner is the alien hybrid thing from Alien Romulus. Creepy looking thing. I don't like the way it looks like that. Now, this is another category that's very personal and almost makes no sense to put in an award show because you people don't know me personally. You don't know why I do it in here. But I like to find the character from movies that I think most resembles who I am as a person. Last year's winner was from Blackberry. Let's see who's going to win this year. So this is the This Is Me of this year. Here are the nominees. Jesse Eisenberg as David, A Real Pain. Dave Mahage as Robert, Sometimes I Think About Dying. Catherine Newton as Lisa Swallows, Lisa Frankenstein. Herbert Nordrum as Andre, The Hypnosis. Jason Schwartzman as Ben, Between the Temples. Sebastian Stan as Edward, A Different Man. The winner is Dave Merhage, Sometimes I Think About Dying. I've written a lot about this movie, an incredible film, and that character was very evocative of a relationship in my life. It floored me. And that is the most I've seen myself in a character this year. This one's an important one too. Should have went with the acting ones, but we're just moving it down here. These are the nominees for Best Performance that is one scene or a minor performance in a film. So not really supporting, but they appear a little bit, or you know what I mean. Darnell Ampling, Challengers. Tom Burke, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga. Charlie Fraser, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga. Dennis Green, Bad Boys, Ride or Die. Chris Gunn, Better Man. Jesse Plemons, Civil War. And the award goes to... Is this allowed? Charlie Fraser, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga. She won 2 awards. She won supporting and she won minor performance. Is that how impactful she was in that movie? Yes, it is. Oh, we have another fun award coming up. I love talking about this one. It's one of my favorite things. This is At Least You Tried. We give out this award to people who tried to attempt something. Maybe it went the way they wanted to. Maybe it didn't, but it was a bold move. We'll see if it pays off. So here are the nominees. Daniel Craig for going gay for pay and not getting any awards recognition for it. Hey, we see you, brother. You're trying hard. Amelia Perez for everything that every single cast member has said since the release. the cast of Megalopolis for everything they did in that movie. And Robbie Williams for trying once again to break into America and failing epically. The At Least You Tried award goes to Robbie Williams for trying to make it in America. Hey man, Americans don't know you. You're just a CGI monkey to them. What does that mean? They don't know. They don't know. I like it, man. I gave you like 4 fucking awards tonight, man. Come pick up your stupid seagull. All right, moving on. This one should have been with like the music awards, but again, we don't do these in any order in particular. These are the nominees for Best Needle Drop. Come As You Are, Queer, Creep, Heretic, Father Figure, Baby Girl, Rocket USA, Civil War, Total Eclipse of the Heart, The Last Showgirl, Where the Hood At, Anora. I think this is the second time Total Eclipse of the Heart got nominated in this category. Let's see if they won. The winner is Father Figure, Baby Girl. I love me some George Michael, love me some sexual tension. That movie has it all. Oh, we're coming to the end of our Every Single Year award. This is the Mr. Hollywood Award. We give this award to the person who has shaped Hollywood the most this year. For better or worse. I believe last year it was David Zaslav that won because he tried to ruin Hollywood. Well, let's look at the nominees and see if any of them are good people or bad people. Or maybe there's a mix of both. So here's the Mr. Hollywood Award. The nominees are Francis Ford Coppola for trying to do that. Kevin Costner for trying to save movies. Clint Eastwood for making a really good movie that nobody saw. Carla Sofia Gasson for, we're not going to say. Demi Moore for coming back and trying to save the world. We love you, babe. And Glenn Powell for maybe being Tom Cruise for this generation. And the Mr. Hollywood Award goes to Glenn Powell. We are super excited to have Glenn Powell here in person to pick up his Silver Seagull. Unfortunately, he is in the bathroom at this time, so I will be accepting on his behalf. He did have a speech prepared. If you'll let me read it, it says, "I am very handsome and I'm very charming. Thank you, Glenn Powell, for being who you are." Now, we have 3 more awards, and these awards are specifically for stuff that happened in 2024 on film. I think they're really interesting, and let's get into it. So our first award specific to 2024 is the Best Passion Project Film that the director took a long time to get made award. Here are the nominees. Francis Ford Coppola for Megalopolis. Kevin Costner for Horizon: An American Saga, Chapter 1. And Jerry Seinfeld for Unfrosted. The winner is, bunch of fucking bangers in there, but the winner is Kevin Costner for Horizon: An American Saga, Chapter 1. Will he win next year for Chapter 2 if it comes out? I guess we'll see. This next award is very interesting, and I can't wait to share it with you. It's called The Church is Terrible. Here are the nominees. Conclave, The First Omen, Immaculate. The winner is The First Omen. Hey, a lot of movies this year about ladies being tricked by the, church to give birth to a baby. Also, Isabella Rossellini says men are bad. This next award is very specific, and I think it's the perfect award to end this show on. I thank you all for joining us on this excursion. I'm trying to cut this down as little as possible. We should just be around the 35-minute mark at this point. But here is the final award of the night. This is the Best Film where the filmmaker says the film takes place in the universe of another film they made, but that universe is actually just real life, so what are you talking about award. Yes, that happened twice this year. The nominees are A Complete Unknown, because James Mangold said it takes place in the universe of Walk the Line. And Maria, because Pablo Larraín said it takes place in the universe of Jackie. Well, who's going to win that one? Probably the movie I liked the most out of those two. Maria. Maria won. Good movie. Angelina Jolie won Best Actress. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. I love doing this every year. I feel really good that we have this award. There are 38 of these made, so if the winners for each category want to come down and pick them up, they can. Glenn Powell's still in the bathroom. I think it's a big emergency. If not, we will ship these out to you. If somebody has Charlie Fraser's address, you can give it to me. I will send her this right now. She's got 2 of them. She's the first person in history to have 2 of these Silver Seagulls. But that's it. That is the GeekWave Awards for 2024. We'll be back next year if everything goes according to plan. And I don't die, or we're still doing this. But it's always fun. It's always exciting. Thank you all for coming on this journey with me. A lot of great movies this year. A lot of fun to be had. And I'm excited to see what this year has to show for us. At the time this video is being recorded, I am about to head into the Valentine's Day weekend, so we'll have like Paddington and Captain America and The Gorge. Yeah, none of them are better than Better Man that I've seen this year. So we'll see what happens, but thank you all for watching this award show. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe. Caw.